Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a waiting period, wandering in circles, just waiting for a promise to come true? It can be frustrating, right? You know where you're supposed to go, but you just can't seem to get there. Well, that's exactly where the Israelites found themselves at the beginning of the book of Deuteronomy, and their story has so much to teach us today. So let's dive into Deuteronomy chapter 1. After 40 long years in the wilderness, Moses begins to recap their journey for a new generation. Imagine this. Their parents had been freed from slavery in Egypt, witnessed incredible miracles, and stood at the very edge of the promised land. But what happened? Fear took over. They sent spies into the land, and when 10 of the 12 came back with terrifying reports of giants and fortified cities, the people lost heart. They forgot God's power and his promises. They rebelled and refused to enter. Because of this disbelief, God told that generation they would wander in the wilderness until they had all passed away. It's a powerful lesson about how fear and doubt can keep us from our destiny. They were so close, but their focus shifted from God's promise to the size of their problems. How often do we do the same thing? We see an obstacle and we forget about the God who can move mountains. Now let's fast forward 38 years. We're in chapter 2. The old generation has passed and a new one stands ready. God's voice rings out with a new command. You have been wandering around this mountain country long enough. Turn northward. The waiting is over. It's time to move. But here's the interesting part. As they start their journey, God gives them very specific instructions. He tells them not to provoke or fight with their relatives, the descendants of Esau in Edom, or the Moabites and Ammonites, the descendants of Lot. Why? Because God had already given those lands to them. This teaches us something crucial about God's sovereignty and respect. Our blessing doesn't come at the expense of someone else's. God has a specific inheritance for us, and he has provisions for others too. We don't need to fight for what isn't ours. We just need to obey his direction and trust that he is leading us to the specific place he has prepared for us. As they obeyed, God provided for them and protected them. They were finally on the move, marching toward their promise. Their journey is a mirror for our own. There are times of wandering, often due to our own fears and disobedience. But there are also times when God says, "It's time to move." When that call comes, we need to listen carefully to his instructions, trust his plan, and respect the boundaries he sets. The journey from the wilderness to the promise is a journey of faith, obedience, and trusting that God's timing is always perfect. So, what wilderness are you facing today? Are you listening for God's command to move forward? Remember the lessons from Deuteronomy 1 and 2. Don't let fear paralyze you, and when God says go, trust that he will guide every step of the way. Thanks so much for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.